see it within you. Fear, jealousy, betrayal. It is our duty to cleanse the universe of this weakness.
You know, they told me you people were conceited douchebags, but that isn't true at all. Dude. I'm using my wrong eye.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is about the Guardians crash landing onto this planet, and out of the blue, Ego, Peter's dad, shows up. And, you know, as we know from the first film, and Peter has never met his father. So, he is at the beginning, Peter's like, oh my god, it's you! Hey, it's you! You know, Dad, oh my god! Yeah, and he's trying to bond, and he's trying to catch up and, you know, start questioning things because, like, where the hell were you and all that kind of stuff. But the rest of the Guardians are a little bit, definitely Gamora is a little bit, you know, a little bit fishy. It's like something feels not right. But at the same time, you have Yondu having a bounty on the Guardians to bring them in because this race called the Solar is accusing the Guardians for stealing, and they want them handed in. Okay, when it comes to sequels to movies that everyone kind of likes, people are going to ask the question of, is this movie bigger and bigger and better than the last one? No. But here's the thing, does a movie need to be better than the previous film? No, personally, it needs to have a good story, have characters that we can root for, characters that we can like and love and care about. And so those tick points. I mean, this one is, the first Guardians was all about connecting a family, have 5 different people with 5 different personalities, and then them coming as a family and then fighting a common threat. This one is about family can drive you off the fucking wall. You know, definitely when it comes to Gamora and Nebula, who, you know, understandably so, when we find out what we found out in the first one of them being daughters of Thanos. You also got Peter and Ego. You got Peter and Ego. You know, father and son meeting for the first time. You know, it's this wonderful iteration. You know, understandably so. At the beginning, you know, Peter's a little bit like, where were you, such and such. But he's, you know, Ego explains himself. And then it's all well done. It's all magically well executed of a grounded, emotional, personal story that's in this giant big cosmic universe. And yes, they're going to fight Thanos in Infinity War, but right now it is all about Ego and Peter. And also you could say away there's a bit of a father-son thing with Rocket and Groot, because, you know, there's a lot of like, don't put that out your mouth, that's disgusting. You know, like Groot, baby Groot, you know, acting like a baby, and him putting things in his mouth and not listening and all that kind of stuff. You know, the clip about, you know, don't press this button. Now, repeat what I just said. I ain't Groot. I ain't Groot. That's right. I ain't Groot. No, that's gonna kill everyone. You know, that kind of relationship, which is like funny. I mean, Baby Groot is probably like, you know, I will say this movie is more funny than the first one, but this movie, Baby Groot it's always Rocket Groot that steals the show, and in this case, Baby Groot steals the show. Yeah, first how cute he is, and he has the best jokes. Marvel has finally fixed the villain problem in this film. If you don't know that, you know, Marvel has this reputation of great movies, and the only complaint that we can find is that the villain's weak. In this one, they have a villain, I'm not gonna say who and what, which is really good. It's a fleshed out villain. It's an understandably moded villain. It's not Ronan who who just wants Infinity Stones and wants to sword the universe, such. It's not the typical bad guy. Which the first one, if we think about, kind of need, because it was all about getting the Guardians together and have Ronan just be this random guy they have to fight. I will say this. The main, I don't know main, but it's more like, this was a tad bit long, was simply this. It's the third act. The third act a lot of people have, the third act is kind of different, but it went a little bit too long personally. The third act for a lot of people is like, the big giant blue thing out of the sky. No, it's not that. Or the 6,000 drones. And it's like, no, it's not that. It's a really interesting way to have the big giant battle at the end, but it went a little bit too long. But you say that, but you have some really cool moments and some things. So it's kind of like a damn you do, damn you don't. The best jokes are in that third act. I'm just rethinking that. That's like, okay, when I say it's not really, it's not has to be good as the first one, but I will say this, I think it is better than the first one. I think due to the fact that the first one was just a simple beat by beat get the team together movie, but still really good. This one being, because this one's a more personal story and a more human connection story, I think this is better. And yes, there are 5 post-credit scenes. I did count them all. There are 5 post-credit scenes. It has nothing to do with Captain Marvel. It has nothing to do with Infinity War. My final thoughts on this movie is basically this. If you're looking for this big, giant, bigger than ever movie that has like 6,000 explosions and all that, first thing first, you maybe want to check the Transformers films, because those are kind of a thing if you want the big, giant explosions every 10 minutes. You're going to be disappointed, but if you want a more canon-based sequel, this is probably a movie that you ain't gonna be disappointed at all.
Sometimes the thing you're searching for your whole life, it's right there by your side all along.
You're right.
All you do is yell at each other. You're not friends.